It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see the lefty, Tua Tagovailoa. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the Buccaneers and the Falcons on EA Sports.
EA Sports covered. Certainly happy to have you along. Chase McLaughlin has it on the tee, and off we go here in Tampa. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they'll be led out by their 6-year quarterback.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Well, a first carry here for Robinson. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. Check in on the numbers last week for Robinson. 19 carries, 95 yards.
They put a lot of effort into game playing and establishing this ground game last week, and reward was a nice day rushing the ball. Helped them put a balanced offense out on the field. And that carry is an indicator that this ground game wants to be established again this week.
Well, they run the option on second down. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That second down play nets a -4.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Here's Ritter. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. The Falcons send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Martin, the return. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now Tua. Gets the check down throw to White. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Tua now on first down. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. The Bucs at 12-1 now to start play. They've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
They run for the first time here with Rachaad White. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. But now he appears to be in some pain. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Looking to pass. Tua. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Off of play action. Tagovailoa. Right back to Chris Godwin. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rashad White with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams are script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Ritter will set up to throw it. And complete to Drake London. He's across midfield. And down to the 29-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
A solid pickup of 13 sets them up 1st and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Ritter to throw it. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. They'll wind up losing 3 yards there on the play as that'll lead to a 2nd and goal.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
On 2nd down, Ritter finding Kyle Pitts running the slant. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defense is counting on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Patterson's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
This taken in at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 5 catches, 119 yards, and the score.
And that put him over 1,000 yards for the season. And the benchmark for running backs, 1,000 yards. The same for receivers. When you have that kind of a year, you've had a monster one.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Tua with a quick throw, caught out wide. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They show up a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. And it was the visiting Bucs who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Tampa. On a handoff, it's White. He's got it to the 43 here. He'll get 4 yards on the carry there, and we will get to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-3 the score. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. Now a 2nd and 6. As they've got it as we resume action. Opting to run again here with White. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. Look at a nice little drive brewing right here.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action, now it's Tua. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And they are able to add just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, yeah, give him credit. Found the perfect play call. The quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came away. He's got it. Hit a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Atlanta regains possession of the football. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Ritter. That's caught left side. The tight end Pitts. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Ritter back to throw. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try to break their losing streak. So you must stay away and stay away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Ritter now. Pressure too much. Down he goes. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 10. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. 2nd down and 8. On play action, here's Tua. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they'll start with great field position, trying to get back into this one. It's 1st and 10 here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Ritter. Short throw caught by Pitts. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Ritter now on 2nd down. Right back to Pitts again. And Pitts is going to pick up a Falcons first down as he'll take this down to the 22-yard line.
They've looked his way quite a bit, and in my estimation, as well they should.
Well, that's now 5 catches in this first half alone.
And he picks up another first down. He's been an important part of their offense here early.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
The Ritter's throw into the hands of Pitts here. And Pitts is going to pick up a Falcons first down as he's down to the 11. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
2nd and 10 now. It's Ritter. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Michael Gallup, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Tampa Bay offense set to go again. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame. There he goes, right side. He may go. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rashad White with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. McLaughlin for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. That's out wide here for Robinson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Here's Ritter. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. Well, they had to wait until December, but congrats to the rookie, his first INT.
Yeah, he's been a reliable contributor for this defense throughout the season. Definitely got a bright future, and has gotten even brighter after making that play.
Well, Rashad White and the rest of this Tampa Bay offense going back to work now.
You look at the numbers on the year, up over 1,100 yards now, and the last drive had a touchdown as well. Everybody offensively just seems to be in cohesion, don't they?
They do, and when you look at this rushing total, and you know at the end of the year, that means gifts for the big guys up front. Offensive line, tight ends, they're going to get a nice little bonus from their big-time runner.
When did that become a thing, by the way, that the quarterback or running back gets gifts for the offensive line?
I don't know. I can't go back and pinpoint it, but it's a great tradition, and it rewards those guys because they don't really get the attention that they deserve. We rarely call their names. It's a nice way for them to end their season.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. This is White. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Tua. That's complete. It's Collins. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this 1st half. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the 2nd half is underway. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. But Charles, for them, pretty good 1st half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's got his target. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 43. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Out loud, and the ball is caught by Godwin. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Wide open receiver, complete. And in front, Buccaneers touchdown. A great effort there. 27 yards. And the Bucs take a 3-touchdown lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. The touchdown. Here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC.
Ritter and the Falcons now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. That's out quickly to London. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. This is fielded at the 27. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. They have picked up right where they left off in half number one, just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now left side on the swing pass. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
First down, here's White. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Rashad White,
29 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A give to Robinson on the option.
Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD. That's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal.
From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Offense heading back out, and with them comes Rachaad White.
I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. The partner is still in the 3rd quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the 4th quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now Tua. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the 4th quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they?
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 21-yard touchdown run.
And the Buccaneers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. We'll get another look at Drake London as this offense returns to the field.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings us 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line. That's the end of the 3rd.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. Back now in Tampa. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Ritter.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league. It's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3 and leaves him with 4th and 1. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down. Boy, that was a tough couple of yards to pick up, but they convert on 4th and 1.
At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
This to the sideline and over everybody, incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me. 2nd and 10. Ritter will set up to throw it. Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete.
And that will get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for Buccaneer TD.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead. And it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances. And that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So out come the Falcons now.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be brought down right there, so nothing after the catch as he's dropped at the 42. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Ritter back to throw. That's complete to Traylon Burks.
Complete to number 16, Traylon Burks. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 3. Ritter now.
He's going to find Gallup here complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A gain of 5. And the Falcon first down.
Sticking with a passing game. Here's Ritter again.
And a dump off here to Robinson. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Working from the gun, Ritter.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops from one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
This offense so far on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Now it's Martin. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Parker. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Take it at the 37. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Well, the Falcons back out, getting set for this next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready.
At the 41-yard line.
He'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. This run defense is All game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field, downfield.
17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. Fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
At the 36-yard line.
Ritter off the play fake.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. At this point, down in, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
Pick it up. You're embarrassing us. Let's go now.
On first down, Ritter.
And he'll just get rid of it. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
2nd and 10 now. It's Ritter.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Alert! Alert!
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field.
As they try to finish things off in this fourth quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 7 from the 20.
They run the counter. Parker, a 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd down, Waters.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Now they get a fourth quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. He got 29 yards that time.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Ritter. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
And that's another throw that could have been intercepted. Part of this, he credit the defense. They've been really stingy. But he's also made some really questionable throws, and that's another one right there.
A final shot now for Ritter.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
And as this defense walks off the field, they should do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.